So, our catechesis for this week is, will you pray for me? The collect and Mass intentions. So the first week, we talked about what the Mass is, which is God's initiative, God's gift to us. One reason to be here at Mass. Second, we talked about how God's initiative, God's gift becomes concrete, becomes substantial for us in the Eucharist. A second reason to be here at Mass. The third is, what do we bring? What do we bring to the Mass? Our intentions. See, at the beginning of Mass, I say, let us pray. And then I pause. And I'm not pausing because I'm wondering what I should be doing next. I'm not pausing just to wait for the altar server to bring me the book to know what to pray. But I'm pausing because that opening prayer is actually not called the opening prayer. It's called the collect. Because what we're intended to do at that time is when I pause and say, after I say, let us pray, each one of you is supposed to be reflecting and thinking, what do I need to bring to God today? What am I asking from God? What am I offering to God today at Mass? What is your Mass intention? And then when I say the prayer, what I'm doing is I am, as the priest, collecting all of your prayers and presenting them to God. Then the next time at Mass where you bring back to mind whatever that intention is that you brought to Mass is when we prepare the altar. That as we prepare the altar, you can literally think about taking your intention and placing it on the paten or placing it in the chalice. So that as I offer up the gifts of bread and wine, I'm offering with them all of your prayers and your intentions to God. Because when we come to Mass, we're supposed to come to Mass intentionally, right? You're not just watching a performance, you're participating. And one of the major ways that you participate is by the offering that you bring, the offering of your prayer. So when we come to Mass, you start with your intention, your personal intention. But then we also have the intentions that Deacon Doug prays, which are the intentions of our whole faith community together. But then we have the intention of the Mass, which, if I don't forget, I announce at the beginning of the Mass who this Mass is being offered for. And every Sunday at 11 o'clock, you won't hear me announce something. That's because every Sunday, 11 o'clock Mass is what we call a pro populo Mass. The pastor of a parish is required to celebrate one Mass every Sunday for all of his people, for the whole parish. And so Sunday, 11 o'clock Mass is the Mass that I pray for all of you, for our parish. You can also have a Mass offered for someone that you love. Many of you know this tradition already. We have many Mass intentions in this parish, but for some generations, like my own, that tradition has kind of been lost. I didn't know about that possibility until I went to seminary. And the idea is you come and you ask for a Mass to be celebrated for someone that you love, maybe somebody that's deceased for the repose of their soul, but it's not just for the deceased, it's for the living as well. And what you're asking is that the graces from that Mass, the graces that come from God, be given to that person for the good of their soul. And so maybe during the course of this year, if you don't have that practice, think of one person in your life that you could have a Mass said for so that they receive that spiritual gift. Because it's the greatest spiritual gift that you could give to anyone that you love. So just remember today and moving forward, come to Mass with intentionality. Bring your own intention. Unite your intentions to the intentions of the whole community. And then remember the Mass intention and the way that you can offer the Mass for someone that you love.